Hey, welcome back, Scat Squad, Scat Crew, and also welcome to any, in general, NBA fans or just first-time viewers of the channel. This is an NBA ASMR discussions that we do. There was some breaking news around the league this afternoon, or earlier this morning actually. James Harden has been traded from the Philadelphia 76ers to the Los Angeles Clippers in a large deal that went down. We're going to talk about the Clippers side of things, but we're also going to discuss Philly towards the end. Majority is about Tyrese Maxey and his development. But let's dive straight into the trade. Alright, so the Clippers received James Harden, PJ Tucker, and Flip. Who the hell is that? Alright, anywho, that guy. And then the 76ers received Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, 2020 unprotected first round pick, two second round picks, a pick swap, and a first round pick. That's crazy. That is a lot of depth. That the Clippers just gave away a lot of depth, a lot of defense, and a lot of three-point shooting for James Harden, who was out of his prime, or towards the end of his prime. I should say he's not out of his prime, but definitely in the latter stages of it. Alright, so before I give this trade a letter grade in my reaction, make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Also, if we get 2 or 3 comments in the first hour of this video releasing, I'll react to the Lakers versus the Magic game because I heard it was crazy. And unfortunately, I didn't get to watch it live, so let me know in the comment section. Alright, so now let's get to it. What would I grade? What grade would I give? Alright, so let's start with the Clippers perspective. I would give the Clippers a B. Like I mentioned, I felt like they gave up a little bit too much of their depth. Now, understandably, it was all for a player who's better than all the players that they gave up for in James Harden, but they were key role players. You got Nicholas Batum, players who can stretch the floor, have length, can guard multiple positions. I just feel like they gave up some really key role players who were really good at their role for a player who doesn't really have a known role on his team yet. So let's just look at his stats over the last 2 seasons. He averaged 21, 10, and 7 in 117 games that he's played from 2021 October 31st until today. Alright, I looked it up on StatMuse. I love StatMuse, by the way. And then this is what he averaged in the playoffs last year: 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds in 11 games in the 2023 playoffs. James Harden did have a couple good 40-point games against Boston, but he was really inconsistent. We know how James Harden is in the playoffs. Another reason why I only gave it a B instead of like an A or A plus is because of the fit. They already have Russell Westbrook, who's a ball-dominant guard and can't shoot off. He can't shoot really, especially at the three-point line and moving without the basketball. That's not what he does. He needs the ball in the air, and they both do. So that could be an issue. So yeah, I would give it a B. I think him and Kawhi and Paul George works well. Now, another thing I wanted to say is I think James Harden should come off the bench. I know a lot of people have been mentioning how James Harden wanted to go to Houston, but Houston rejected him because he wanted to go back to his old scoring days when he averaged 30 a game. Now, I think there is the only way James Harden is going to be able to do that is if he comes on the second unit, comes off the bench with the second unit. I think it'll be beneficial for both the Clippers and James Harden. I think that is beneficial for the Clippers because now James Harden and Russell Westbrook wouldn't get in each other's way. Now I know Russell Westbrook has been shooting relatively well over a small sample size this year so far, in like 3 or 4 games, but I don't expect that to keep up. So I think it's good to keep them both out of each other's way. Also, it gives them back some of their depth, at least from a scoring perspective, that they lost in the trade with Nicholas Batum and players like that, Marcus Morris or Markieff, whichever brother it was. They lost one of them. So I think James Harden off the bench would be a good thing. Not to mention, it would boost his confidence because he would be going up against B-level players or just like the second unit from other teams. So he'll be able to go back to his ISO ball. Alright, so this is Tyrese Maxey's stats. Currently 30 points per game. She's 6 rebounds and 6 assists. That's what's crazy. His next level playmaking. I didn't expect him to take that leap yet. Anthony Edwards hasn't even taken that playmaking leap yet. So this was his stats from last year. He averaged 20 and 3 and 2 assists. So basically, this trade tells us everything we need to know about how Philly feels about Tyrese Maxey. I'm expecting him to go to that Damian Lillard assists. He's averaging 6 assists, so he's capable of playmaking. And I really expect him to take the pressure off of Joel Embiid. So I really like how Philly is basically not giving Tyrese Maxey the keys, but he has the keys to the point guard position now. He's their lead guard for like 100% now. I would give Philly a A- grade because yes, they lost a player who was better than the players that they have back, but I feel like the players that they got in return fit better on their team. They just gave Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, who's taken his game to another level, 3-and-D players who know their role, who are used to coming off the bench, who can stretch the floor, guard different positions like I mentioned. So I think this is an A- trade because it's basically an addition by subtraction because James Harden didn't want to be there anyway. So it was best that they moved him from the team. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at the standings. Denver's number 1. Mavericks are shockingly number 3. Number 2 rather. They're 3-0. I don't expect it to continue. Hopefully it does because I would love to see Luka in the playoffs. The Kings are 6th. Now obviously most teams have only played 3 or 4 games, so there's so much basketball left. The Clippers, now that they have James Harden, I expect them to jump to a top 4 seed, honestly. You got the Pelicans at number 8. Wow, they're 2-1. They just lost their last game though. The Lakers are 2-2. I feel like they're gonna be about a 500 team about all year. On to the Eastern Conference. Boston is number 1. Has that top seed locked right now. Milwaukee is number 4, 2-1, tied with the 4 or 3 other teams. Philly is in 5th place. We'll see how they adjust in the standings as the season progresses. Detroit is number 6, Chicago's number 7, and Atlanta's number 8. Cleveland, wow, I didn't even realize Cleveland was 1-2. I picked them to be the 3rd seed in the East. I think it was either 3rd or 4th. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to react to the Lakers game.